believe them when they tell me that I'm selfish and disappointing and shitty. I believe them because why would they lie to me? Why would they lie to me? Why would they lie to me? But that's another story completely as I move to sunglasses because holy is it is bright. It's bright out here. It's bright. Oh dear. I really don't. I don't have any sunglasses. I mean, I do. And they're cold because they're metal, but this is so much better. Woo! Yeah, I'm currently on a highway, in case you didn't know, by that atrocious sound that happened. In case you didn't know. In case you didn't know. It's so infectious, this talking to a camera, so therefore I'm talking to other humans, and that phenomenon is so easy. Talking to myself is so much harder. Telling myself where I am and what I need to do, like, okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just skip that. Maybe I'll just skip all of that. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will just skip all of that because that's too hard. That's too complicated to sit here and talk to myself. I want to be here. 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 Oh dear. Gray skies and the colors and the trees. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to experience, so here I am doing so. What is the consequence of doing what I want? What is the consequence is disappointing the people in my life because I've decided to overindulge and exacerbate where I want to be, because I know where I want to be. Oh my word. Well, okay. Okay, it was a traverse. It's not a fucking Equinox! Because everyone who drives an Equinox is a fucking asshole. Abusive fucking asshole. No, that's not true. That's my trauma speaking to the point where the Equinox is the car that I wanted, but now I could never fucking own an Equinox because that was my fantasy. You know, Mr. Fat Life and Mrs. Fat Life and our little matching Equinox. Equinoxes? Like the narrative is so outrageous I stopped speaking to my abuser, the friend that I'm going to witness, the friend that I'm going to visit tonight, came up to visit me and witness me as well. And she said something so off board, and it was something that he always says, oh, that's right, I don't work here. And it just, like, it was something I had never fucking heard her say. Never fucking heard her say. And it was one of his catchphrases. And I'm just like, so I can choose to be triggered by a phrase that is so fucking ridiculous as is, or I can laugh my way through it. And I have lost the plot. I've lost the plot in that for a while now as to choosing compassion for myself and for others and choosing to laugh through my pain, because sometimes the pain is so real that I lash out, and I'm still reeling from deciding to lash out at people who don't deserve it. Don't deserve it. Because they don't deserve it. So I don't know what that means for me. I don't know what that means I need to do. I don't know what that means to just choose compassion. Oh, that's what I said last time. That's a lot, yeah. It's just all compounding upon itself because of reality. It's just all too real. It's just all too real. So, I'm doing what I always do, just driving, and I bet that was a fucking Equinox. I bet that was. Should I slow down and find out? No. I think that is a fucking Equinox. Anyway. I don't need to confirm it. I don't need to confirm it. I don't need to confirm it. Is that my new mantra? Yeah, I think so. Because that's why I ask too many questions, and that's why I make people uncomfortable, and that's why I second guess myself, because I am in this constant state of needing to confirm my thoughts and my actions as being rational and being sane. Well, I've come this far without intervention, so okay. Fuck. I really need, I know what I need, but it has nothing to do with my mental status. It has nothing to do with my mental status. I need to let go of that shit, I think. But I need it to be confirmed. I need it to be confirmed. How do I self-confirm? Oh, gosh. How do I self-confirm? How do I do that for myself without needing someone to tell me that what I'm doing is right or good or needed or necessary? It's so... It's so fucking laughable. So very laughable. It's cute, you know? It's reconcile when it's looping. Like, even just saying the word looping is funny to me. My brain is just looping. Don't mind me, I'm just looping. I'm looping over here, just looping around. Just looping around. That's me. It's so silly. It's so ridiculous. Just a silly little guy in a beautiful, beautiful world. These clouds, I just cannot. They're stunning. I might try to paint them. There's the artist in me that wants to stop at every little alcove of the experience and just photograph everything. I just want to photograph everything, and then I would never be on time for anything ever. That's the thing that I'm deconstructing of this, being available for other people and being consistent. Like, being consistent was never a thing that I needed to ever consider or think about. Like, maybe I just learned from my environment of never being consistent, forever being on the whim. And that's real exciting. It is so very exciting. It also makes relationships very difficult. It also makes my relationships very fucking difficult. And while I would love to be consistent enough for someone to love me, yeah, that's not an option until I make it an option. That's not an option until I change my behavior. But, like, in all actuality, I don't want to change my behavior because I like doing whatever I want. I like feeling free. And it's like the more I look into this relationship, the more I realize that it's going to be very difficult and unhealthy to find someone who will co-sign my bullshit. Yeah. It would be counterintuitive to find someone who is interested in co-signing my bad behavior. It would be wildly appropriate. I could live the rest of my life in delirium and bliss, but would it be healthy for me to do that? That's another thing that really tore me up about this abusive relationship, is that there were things that he did that fostered growth in me because he was unwilling to agree with me. He was unwilling to see my side of anything. I felt that we were constantly at odds with each other based on my actions and my choices and my decisions. Maybe I'm the abusive one. Hey, I'm heavily considering it. I am heavily considering it. I wish I had examples of that. He never said I was selfish, and he never said that I was a disappointment. irrational thoughts, which did not seem so rational to me. And I heavily consider whether he abused me or not, which I believe is a victim mentality. That's a victim brain strategy of, he didn't abuse me. I want to say that he abused me because it would make sense. It would like put it in the category of why it didn't work out. Things he did were abusive. Emotionally. That I had to fit in a box. I had to fit in a box for him to like me. I felt increasingly smaller and smaller every time. Every time. To the point where I should have slept on the floor. Right? I should have slept on the floor to make myself even smaller for him. When I never expressed that as something I wanted, and he never expressed something that he expected. But still, I should have slept on the floor. Yeah. Fuck! That's why I didn't do that this last time. That's why I didn't. That's so interesting. That almost exact same situation happened recently with my friend. With my, like, what is a title? Like, what is a title that accurately portrays him? I don't know. But I decided that I could have slept on the couch, or I could have slept on the bathroom floor, and I decided to not degrade myself. I decided to not degrade myself because degrading myself sounds easier and less problematic. I'm feeling nauseous. Am I gonna need a fucking Zolfram? Because this shit is disgusting. Zolfram is so fucking disgusting. Is this one gone? That's the one I did. Ugh. I don't like it. Really hopeful that I'm nauseous because I am dehydrated. I want everything to be explained by the fact that I am dehydrated, but I don't know. I don't know if it will. I really don't know. So, last maybe 3 times I've been to ER, they dismiss everything. They dismiss everything that I explain. And I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of it. So the fact that he's like, well, I'm not going to treat you, but how can we, like, you don't need to be treated, you know? You have symptoms, yes, but you're not at the dangerous level where you need to be treated right now, which I'm so thankful for, because I decided to go to ER because I'm like, do I need an emergency, like, do I need insulin? Like, do I need emergency intervention? Like, what is happening right now? What do I need? And so I suppose they ruled it out, and here I am, back on the road. Oh, the colors. I'm so glad I decided to do this. Oh my word. Not only do I want to spend time with my friend and do pumpkin carving or bowling or whatever it is we're gonna do, like, just not being at home and not being with someone who's going to just disregard everything and tell me how wrong I am. And thankfully, people in my life help me to discern, like, what is really going on, you know, like, the people in my life have learned to ask questions. They have learned to ask, what do you need? How can I provide? What is going on? And I'm so grateful for that. Not that I can always answer those questions, because I'm introspective to a point, but yeah. Oh dear, I need to pay attention to the exit signs. And too much heat, too much. Oh. I am too much. I much in this conundrum the last time I was on the road. Do I go left or do I go right? And which one will get me to a gas station sooner? What this is toward 131. Yikes. Ugh. Of course. I don't pay attention and I don't know what I'm doing, but do I know why I'm doing? Okay, that's an interesting question. Sure. All right, fine, we'll do that. I don't fucking know. You think I fucking know? You think I fucking know why? Save me from myself. Is that a little much? Or should I just keep going? It's only 4 miles. I think I should just keep going. I should just keep going. Blah, 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 blah. Oh! Is that the speedway? I found the speedway. We're going to the speedway. I would leave my blinker on, but it's really not necessary. Goody, good. I found the speedway. We're going to the speedway. Don't be concerned for me. I have found a speedway.